What is up? This is your buddy Alertwolf here to bring you another Transformers Prime episode review. And this time, I'm doing it on the second to last episode of the series, folks. This is Transformers Prime, episode 12, called Synthesis. Now, as far as I know, I think next week is the last episode. Episode 13. But I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But from what I gather, I think next week may be the last episode. So that being said, let me get right into it. Basically, this episode has two parts to it. Part A would be the part where Ratchet is working to create the synthetic energon formula and tries to escape. Part B would be Megatron feeding Ratchet to Predaking. Predaking finding out the truth, wreaking havoc, and forming a fight. That's the second half of the episode. Now let me get straight into it. The first half of the episode is obviously what I just said. Ratchet, he's working with Shockwave to create synthetic energon, and Knockout is their lab assistant, which he hates. On top of that, we got the Autobots launch Chip in the air and send Optimus to follow. The idea is hopefully that the thing will find them before the Decepticons realize what's going on, and Optimus can get the coordinates because he's tailing. And this is what will be awesome, right? This is what he does. So he transforms, he flies afterwards. And that's pretty much, this is a Decepticon Ratchet heavy episode, I would say. And I'm fine with that, because who doesn't love the Decepticons? So they go off. Now, we're back to the lab, we're finishing up. There's a sample that Ratchet gets his hands on. Quite sneakily, I might add. Now, obviously, Ratchet realizes with the sample he can perfect the synthetic energon, and as long as he has a sample of it, he'll be able to use it again in the future. So Ratchet's already starting to think several moves ahead. But they do just that. He perfects the formula. Then he can't let Megatron get his hands on it, so Ratchet sabotages the lab, creates malfunctions, and leaves them on false breadcrumbs, and then proceeds to try to figure out a way off the Decepticon vessel. Meanwhile, Megatron finds the signal, realizes that Starscream messed up, and sends Starscream after it. They destroy Chip, and Optimus is no closer to finding the Decepticon base. However, while doing the driving around, he runs into Megatron. Ratchet runs into Megatron. Megatron goes to crush him, and Ratchet's like, "You do that, you'll never get your formula." And Ratchet transforms, and Megatron's like, "I wouldn't be so sure about that. We already have our best minds working on it, and they're getting through your fake, your distractions to find the actual formula, so they're going to do it." And they do. Soundwave is able to crack, to redo what Ratchet did, and he creates synthetic energon, and now they're going to do synthetic energon to power the machine. Megatron feeds Ratchet to Predaking. Predaking starts beating the crap out of Ratchet, and boy, that was pretty cool, because you got to see his rage. And right when you think Ratchet's about to be killed, because he's like, "Well, then don't stop avenging me, or don't stop avenging. Keep avenging all the way up to Megatron." He's like, "What are you talking about?" Megatron And Ratchet explains what's going on. He's like, yo, think about it. You're stronger than Megatron. He doesn't want an army of you guys. So then we get Predaking going on a rampage and looking to fight Megatron and the rest. Ratchet manages to get to a communication station. He turns down the shields and lets the Autobots know what's going on and that they're about to cyberform Earth because he rebuilt the Omega Lock. The rest of the team ground bridge is over. They say their goodbyes to the human, and Prime is on his way too because he's not too far away. Alright, and then Ratchet goes off somewhere to, you know, weather the storm. Then we get an epic fight between Megatron and Predaking. Now, right before this fight happens, you get basically Megatron going, let's see how he does against the Dark Saber. Now, that sword has not been taken out all season, so Knockout goes to get it. Meanwhile, the fight breaks out between Megatron and Predaking, and it's a pretty cool fight in a corridor. You know what I'm saying? I wish they had more space to really go at it. And Starscream stands there and picks and chooses his moment, hits Predaking with a missile in the back. They go out and they're in like an airlock section. And Megatron's like, listen. He's like, I fought in the Gladiator games. He's like, basically, that, you know, I won not just because of my strength, but because of my cunning. He opens the airlock, blasts Predaking out of the ship, and Predaking falls back and like hits the ship, and they keep going. Now they act like that killed Predaking, and I don't know if it did. Just shooting him out of an airlock. The creature's a dragon; it could fly. I don't know. And one blast from Megatron has been known to kill people before, so it is possible that a direct blast did kill him. However, I am not sure, so I'm not ready to write him off yet. He gets the Star Saber, thus that scene right there, and he goes, the Autobots are here, this is a battle for both worlds, let this be our final battle. Epic, amazing. That's how the episode ends. And basically, I thought the beginning part was about a 3, the end of it was about a 5, and we were going to meet in the middle for a 4. So, like I said, the part, you know, the bit was a little slow, and it was like a roller coaster this episode, and it just kept getting better, and it was amazing. And I can't wait to see this final battle. And you know, if this is really the last episode coming up, bets are off. Anybody could die at any moment, from Megatron to Optimus. It's a free-for-all, and I can't wait to see what it is. So, this is enough out of me. So, click it up if you like it, comment if you must, and please, please, please subscribe if you can. And let me just reiterate this about subscribing, folks. I'm really close to 100 subscribers. I'm in the 90s, and once I get to at least 100, I have some things planned, some special things planned for you, my subscribers. So please join in on that and making that possible. But this is Alert Wolf signing